My thing is if you hate children, don't have them, don't babysit them, just leave children alone. Like there's absolutely no excuse for what this woman did. The guy's person that you guys see on my screen, I think deserves the ultimate penalty under law, easily a life sentence or greater. But before I get into the details and tell you what happened to that little angel that she harmed, let me give you guys a quick disclaimer. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. And we're getting this story from lawandcrime.com, so thank you very much for the article. So, this woman is related to that little girl, and she is the aunt. And weeks after, this aunt was suspected of stabbing her 4-year-old niece multiple times while babysitting. That term, again, babysitting. I wish people would start taking their children to actual qualified daycare centers rather than keep trying to go the cheap route and dealing with people who are hurting and harming children. This woman stabbed a 4-year-old baby, a child, and I just will never understand how you can look at a face at a beautiful little cute little angel like this and think that you will want to do any harm to them. All I want to do is pick this baby up, hold her, listen to her talk, and try to learn things and tell me what she's thinking and take her to the park and fix her stuff to eat. I don't understand, like harming a baby just would never come into my psyche at all for any reason. I'm just a concerned father and I don't understand what the hell these people are doing and why they're doing this. Studying the victim's father, prosecutors have filed charges for attempted murder and more. The Passaic County Prosecutor's Office say that Patterson police went to a home on East 24th Street and 10th Avenue on the afternoon of August the 23rd in response to a report that a 4-year-old girl was stabbed. Authorities said that the girl was, in fact, stabbed multiple times and taken to St. Joseph's Hospital. In an on-camera interview with local ABC affiliate WABC, the girl's father, Fareem Lassane, said he was dumbfounded and shocked by the attack. He identified his daughter by the name of Amber, so we're going to say 4-year-old, make sure she's 4 years old, 4-year-old Amber, and said that the stabbing left her with a punctured lung and liver. The father recalled the joy he felt upon seeing his daughter open her eyes at the hospital after she heard my voice and started making eye contact, trying to see me. According to the report, one witness to the aftermath of the stabbing said that the girl has a big gash on her forehead as the victim's mother carried her out of the house that day. Meanwhile, this woman, again, her name is Mabel Campicciano. Campicciano, Mabel, Mabel, Campicciano, Camp, Campecchano, Campicciano, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce that. So Mabel was nowhere to be immediately found and was arrested on Monday, 1 month later, prosecutors said. Authorities have not yet explained what led to the violence other than to say there was a dispute, but it seems that there may have been some warning signs about the defendant's mental state. So, we're going to blame it on mental illness. WABC said people in the neighborhood recognized Mabel Campicciano as someone who would talk to herself as she paced around outside. So everybody knew that this bitch was crazy, except for the parents who let them babysit this child. And yes, I know licensed daycare centers have bad people working there too. I do understand that, but I've also done quite a few videos excoriating those bad ones too. Definitely done that, but I feel you. I definitely feel you. As things stand, the defendant is charged with several crimes, the most serious of which is first-degree attempted murder. Mabel Campechano additionally faces a weapon possession charge and a child endangerment charge. So here's what I want you to understand. I would expect that somebody who went to school as a car mechanic to be better suited to fix a car than somebody just lived down the street that said that, hey, he could do it for $100 and a pack of beers, right? I would trust the mechanic, even though there are mechanics that have damaged and broken cars to no return, but they were at least trained to do that. They went to school for that, and they've done lots of that, so they should know how to do that properly. So the same way that I feel with daycare workers, they've been trained for that. That's what they do for a living. They should have a better temperament for dealing with little babies and children. That's kind of what my point is about that. Why I'm a big proponent of making sure and finding a suitable daycare and taking your children to daycare instead of taking them to whores like this. Let me give you guys the fair usage. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. It don't matter what the dispute was about, but this is about a goddamn enough. I'm so sick of seeing these stories of people hurting these little bitty babies. Just flat out had enough of it. If y'all have had enough of it too, leave a comment in the comment section. Hit that thumbs up. Support this video. Stand on business and stand up for our babies, okay?
Strength after an attacker who police believe is the child's aunt stabbed the 4-year-old little girl multiple times.
The little girl's father says he's been at his daughter's bedside through multiple surgeries since yesterday afternoon. Eyewitness News reporter Janice Yu has the story from Paterson, New Jersey.
We're trying to see if she'd have to go under for some more surgery or not.
Faharam Lassane has been glued to the bedside of his daughter Amber inside St. Joseph's Hospital. The 4-year-old underwent surgery after a violent attack inside a Paterson home. The toddler was stabbed multiple times, puncturing her lungs and liver and also injuring her diaphragm.
I was totally dumbfounded and I was shocked because I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe it at all.
Paterson police say they arrived at the house on 10th Avenue near East 24th Street just after 4 o'clock on Friday and found the bloody scene. Local leaders say the person behind the crime is the girl's aunt who was babysitting at the time, and now police say she's on the run. Neighbors tell Eyewitness News the mother was inconsolable when she brought the girl out of the house.
She had a big gash on her forehead and they had her wrapped up, so God, please be with this baby. I hope she's okay.
This affects everybody. It affects the community. It affects everybody, not just one family.
Lassane says Amber is a happy girl with a big smile and an appetite to match. He says despite her age, she's built tough, just like him. And even in a hospital bed, she's showing just how strong she is.
She couldn't respond because she had tools and everything down there, but she opened her eyes, and when she heard my voice, she started making eye contact, trying to see me, and that brought joy to me.
Well, people in the neighborhood say that aunt is known to have emotional issues, and at this point, no arrest has been made. In Paterson, Janice Yu, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
A disturbing story out of Paterson. A 4-year-old girl is in the hospital after she was attacked by her own family member. We have learned that police are searching for the child's aunt. Eyewitness News reporter Marcus Solis joins us live from outside the hospital in Paterson. And Marcus, you have an update on that child's condition this morning.
That's right, Pedro. That child underwent surgery, multiple injuries, internal injuries. Spoke with the victim's father, who's here. He's been here throughout the night, making sure that his daughter is okay. So Amber Lassane was injured yesterday, stabbed allegedly by her aunt. She has suffered a punctured lung, punctured liver, underwent surgery. Her diaphragm was also affected. She continues to recover here at St. Joseph's Hospital. The incident itself took place around 4 o'clock on 10th Avenue in Patterson. The victim's aunt was babysitting the child, and at some point there was some sort of dispute. The victim's mother brought that child out of the home. She was covered in blood on the way to the hospital here, where, again, she is being treated. And as we said, the victim's father has been here throughout.
I was totally dumbfounded and I was shocked because I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe it at all. However, I rushed to the hospital as fast as I could when I got here, and I've been here ever since. She couldn't respond because she had tools and everything down there, but she opened her eyes, and when she heard my voice, she started, making eye contact, trying to see me, and that brought joy to me that she was responsive.
All right, and Amber Lassane continues to recover here. In the meantime, the search continues for the victim's aunt.
Family. And as the girl remains hospitalized, police are trying to hunt down the relative. Safan Kim spoke with eyewitnesses who saw the mother screaming for help.
This home on 10th Avenue, boxed in by Patterson police tonight, the scene of a heinous attack. Cops say a 4-year-old girl inside stabbed multiple times. Neighbors who witnessed the horror say the young child's mother frantically carried her out in her arms, covered in blood.
She had a big gash on her forehead, and they had her wrapped up. So God, please be with this baby. I hope she's okay.
Anything happened to a little kid is not right. But the little girl she don't look responsive.
Witnesses say the mother was hysterical as her daughter was rushed into an ambulance. Newscopter 7 was above as first responders rushed to the scene. It happened around 4 o'clock this afternoon. Local leaders say the unthinkable violence was the result of a family dispute inside the home. The apparent suspect, a family member.
It was their aunt that committed this crime, and she's on the loose. They're trying to locate her at this time. At this time, she was not there in the moment that the officer was dispatched.
Neighbors say the aunt would often be seen walking up and down the block, pacing back and forth, talking to herself. Others say just by the way she dressed, it was clear she was not well. This nearby deli worker sees the family several times a week.
She got a lot of makeup, big eyelashes, she got ring hair, everywhere.
The little girl is in the hospital tonight in stable condition, expected to survive. In Patterson, Safan Kim, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
So I was sitting here looking at a document and from one of these websites, and it was saying that this woman apologized and said that she was sorry. Yes, she is sorry. She's a sorry sack of shit, and I think that she deserves a life sentence. And pray for this baby, that this baby can make a full and healthy recovery. So if y'all ever wanted to donate to a GoFundMe, I think this would be a good time to do it. Like, do it so we can save the babies that we have here and support the lives that are still here, right? So I believe in supporting life as far as GoFundMe is rather than supporting death. That's just my personal mantra. It's just my personal thoughts. But I hope she gets a life sentence. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think, okay? Thank you.